Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to day 6 of albums that are 40 years old in 2025. Going back 40 years. We're finding our favorite 28 albums that are celebrating their 40th birthdays and anniversaries this year in 2025. Only 28. Hard to pick just 28 out of many really, really great releases in 1985. For today, my pick is the third studio album from this American band, released May 20th, 1985, recorded at Image Recording Studios in Hollywood, California, Fantasy Studios in Berkeley, and the Sight Studio in San Rafael, all in California, produced by Pat Glasser for MCA Records. I'm talking about Seven Wishes by Night Ranger. Yeah. You know, for me, the first three Night Ranger albums are pretty damn terrific. Classic lineup here, of course. Jack Blades on lead vocals and bass guitar. Jeff Watson on guitars. Brad Gillis on guitars and backing vocals. Alan, don't call him Fitzgerald on keyboards and vocals. Kelly Keagy, drums and lead vocals. What do we got? Excuse me. Early in the morning. Seven Wishes kicks off this album. I'm a big fan of the title track. I think it's really, really good. Love the riff and love the blazing guitars. It's just one of their great hard rocking songs. Yeah, and this is just a perfect example of a hard rock band that could throw in superior musicianship and pop hooks and make it all work really, really, really well. You know, the guitar work on these albums between these two guys, so good. And they're both so different, right? You got Brad Gillis, who can do the blazing crazy stuff with all the whammy bar theatrics, right? And then you got Jeff Watson, a little bit more of a school player, does all the eight-finger tapping stuff, right? Just they go so well together, but they're so different. You can always tell who's playing what. Faces is up next. Really catchy track. Really like that one a lot. 4 in the Morning, was a pretty big hit for them. I'll talk about the hits charts and things like that because they did the singles did very, very well here in the States for these guys because they had videos and stuff on MTV. 4 in the Morning, written by Jack Blades, just absolutely terrific. Really good. And again, I do need to stress, you got Kelly and Jack both singing lead vocals on this album. Again, both have very distinct vocal styles. Adds lots of different variety to the album. You know, I look at like Night Ranger and Styx in a similar way, maybe even Kansas to an extent. It's like you have these very distinct lead singers in the band, and it just, because their voices are so different from each other, adds lots of different variety to the albums. You know, you always know when Jack is singing, you always know when Kelly's singing. It's just really good. I Need a Woman, another Jack Blades track, good rocker there. And then, of course, the mega ballad on here, Sentimental Street. With that great Brad Gillis guitar solo, just the soaring, hard rock ballad. Really, really good. Over on side 2, This Boy Needs to Rock. Great hard rocker to kick off the album. Good guitar licks on that. I Will Follow You, another more kind of tender ballad type thing, but still really, really catchy. You got Interstate Love Affair, right? Another hit here that was also featured on the soundtrack of the movie Teachers. Great track. Night Machine, another good rocker, and then it finishes off with the great Goodbye. Again, another of a more ballady track with a great guitar solo, but man, the chorus so good. These guys could deliver great choruses. Really, really great choruses. And again, I know we've talked about this here before on the channel, but this is one of those bands from the 80s that, like, even though some of their stuff was more pop-based and a little on the lighter side, because of the superior musicianship and specifically the guitars, from these two guys, Night Ranger was always one of those bands that even the metalheads who were into obviously much heavier stuff always had kind of a soft spot for Night Ranger because of that musicianship, right? And Brad Gillis played in Ozzy briefly, right? There's this whole thing about Night Ranger that they were kind of accepted into the heavier rock community where other bands might not have been, right? They kind of got a pass there, and I always dug Night Ranger. Right from that first album, I was kind of hooked. So let's take a look at the charts. Canada, this made it to number 43. Japan, number 7. Here in the States, this made it to number 10 on the Billboard 200 Hot 200 albums. And this also went platinum here in the States. 1 million copies sold of Seven Wishes. As far as the singles go, 3 of them made the top 100 Billboard Hot Singles charts. Sentimental Street reached number 8. 4 in the Morning, number 19. And Goodbye, number 17. It's pretty good. So all 3, top 20. Top 20. And Sentimental Street was released in May 1985, right around the time when the album was released. 4 in the Morning was in August, and Goodbye was released in October, all in that same year. And of course, this was followed up 2 years later by Big Life. Maybe we'll get to that in 2 years when we start looking at, we're in 2027, right? Pretty sure. Because if you'll remember, Midnight Madness made my list back a couple of years ago. So anyway, that's my pick for today. 7 Wishes by Night Ranger. Let us know what you think of this album down in the comments below, but more importantly, your pick for today, day number 6, as we march on to the end of the month before we move into albums that are 30 years old. We're going to go to 1995. That'll be in March. So all that coming up. Lots happening here on the channel, as you know, right? All sorts of things going on. We got the UK Connection this weekend. We've got ranking the albums of Omen, great U.S. heavy metal band from the 80s. Still kind of going around this to this day, but their classic stuff was back in the 80s. I'll be joined by Rich Catino and John Gaffney. The new power trio here on the channel, right? The 3 of us have never worked together in this tandem. I've worked with both of them separately, so this will be a really fun show, talking about great underground metal band Omen, on ranking the albums, and other stuff happening here on the channel. So, of course, we've got all sorts of cool, interesting little shows that have been popping up, so make sure you don't miss those. Lots of stuff happening on the channel, lots of people contributing, so lots of fun. Right, that's what it's all about. So I am Pete Pardo. Visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube all together all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell so you get alerted of all of our content as a post. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also, down below, we've got the links to our Ko-Fi page, our channel donations, our merch page, our Cameo page, and the Sea of Tranquility membership options. Thank you in advance for all you who do support the channel in those fashions. We greatly appreciate it, and we'll see you soon here with more stuff tomorrow. Day number 7. Till then, I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching. Also, for Fusion Friday this week, Friday evening, forgot about that, and the Professor's Picks coming up tomorrow on Friday. Stay tuned for all that and more. I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.